Yo, what up guys, Beef5D here. It's a new week in Raid Shadow Legends. There's some events and tournaments that are popping up in game that you should probably be aware of. I want to take a chance to go over them all in this video, and also I'll be summoning my Mortal Soulstones especially in this video. I have about 100 of them to summon, so watch out for that. But first, let me tell you some news that Raid is announcing that is coming up on Tuesday. Yes, it's not yet in game. As part of clan versus clan, this one does not have any personal rewards, but if your clan is so competitive that they don't want to take an L even on a non-competitive week of clan versus clan, you can go over there to your portal. It's not glowing today, but tomorrow being Tuesday the 4th of June, you'll see a progressive chance event, 15x chance, 20x chance, or 25x chance boosted rates of getting some selected piece of champions. I'll pop them on the screen right here for you to see their names. The ones on the 4th of June, their names are Staltus, Dragonbane, Harima, Mata, Gnishak, Verminlog, Kira the Watcher, Osoga Warcaller from Void Shards, Supreme Gaelic from Void Shards, and Clyde from Void Shards. These are all legendaries that you have one slot. You can only pick one of them, whether you're pulling Ancients, Primal, or Secrets for one slot, and then whether you're gonna add Void Shard one slot right here. But all of them just one slot, depending on the one you want the most out of this list and the one your type of shard you're pulling. You have a 15x chance of getting these champions. Remember, this progressive chance event does not boost your chances of getting these legendaries. It does not. Your chances remain at 0.5, 0.5, 1%, and 6%. It just says if you hit this lock right here, you have a 15x chance it might be one of these champions on this list. So their chance of getting these champions is boosted. Only these ones on this list on Tuesday. So that's for one day, right? And then on Wednesday, June the 5th, you have a new batch of champions. I'll pop them on the screen right now. Duchess Lilitu, Lysandra, Nekmota, Morrigan, Grand Oak Padraig, Georgie the Breaker, Supreme Kale from Voids, and Beleta Mage Slayer from Voids also. That's the champions available on the 5th. So if you want specifically Duchess, you might want to wait till Wednesday to pull, especially if you're close to Messi. You can get her from Ancient Shards, Primal Shards, or Sacred Shards if you're lucky enough. Lucky few to hit that 15x chance. Some endgame players might see this as an opportunity to get a Duchess after playing the game for so long and not obtaining her. So that's what these events are for, as part of CVC, to give you some points towards CVC when you summon new champions during clan versus clan tournament. Alright, the next piece of information that is dropping, I'll put it at the end of this video, but let me just tell you that the quality of life improvement that is coming to Raid in the patch 8.60, a sneak peek has been released, and we'll be watching that video to see what everything Raid will be releasing in this new patch, including the new blessings, the new champions that are coming up, and everything. So look at it from Playron's perspective. They did a special video to let you guys know what is coming before it launches in the game. So the patch 8.60 is not yet out, but we'll see everything that is coming. So it's time for me to go over to the Altar of Souls and summon my Red Awakening boosted Mortal Soulstone. But first, the main reason I'm summoning them is because of this anniversary part event that just launched. So this might not be your reason, but this is my own inspiration right here. I'm talking about the smallest Mortal Soulstones that I've not used. I've not had a reason to use them in a while. So this is an opportunity for me to use them. And without this part is not complicated. It even gives you a key to start with right here. One key to start the part. I mean, so you don't have to go struggling look for keys to unlock. Just look for a part that you need. Is it the epic skill tome that is what you need? Remember, it's not just from Mortal Soulstones you get points for this anniversary part event. You can also get points from champion training, which makes it free-to-play player, very free-to-play player friendly. So for free-to-play player, just come over here, pick up epic skill tome, go back to this side, pick up another epic skill tome, and call it a day. That's what, 8,000, what, 10,000, 11,000 points. You can do it. You can do it. You can do 11,000 points with just champion training to get 2 epic skill tome. I say epic skill tome because that's what one of the scarce resources that the Noob to Pro and Headhunter accounts, which are free-to-play accounts, mid-level endgame accounts that I'm playing, need a lot of epic skill tome. That's why I recommended those 2 parts. Now for my main account that I have all the resources that I'm saving, 62, 63 Primal Shard that I did not summon this weekend out of stubbornness despite all the peer pressure, I'll go over there and pick up one more to add to my collection of Primal Shard that I'm saving for some weird reason. So that's the part, or that's the part that I'll be taking on my endgame account. I'll make sure I pick up this primal and call it a day. Now for you, some people voice chat might be more important than primal, but I will go for the primal chat instead of the voice chat over there. So remember, once you unlock one part, you lose that key and you can unlock the second part, except you go back to the top again and come to the middle and pick up another key right here before you can go over to another part. So if I still do a lot of points from this altar or soul summons that I'm about to do in this video and I pick up a legendary, I'll be fine, but I don't think I have enough to get to this point. This heroes part will give you points based on the quality of the soul stones you're summoning. So I'll just keep getting 100, 100, 100, 100, 100. It's a sad one. That's why I want to summon only mortal soul stones, the smallest little seed, right? So I'm gonna keep my immortals and I'm gonna keep my eternal for some other heroes part event that gives us a champion fragment or a champion, a whole champion. So that's, or during a fusion, you know, sometimes these days during a fusion, they're slotting a heroes part event to throw you off balance. So I'll keep my immortal soulstone and eternal for that purpose. This is not the event to go crazy for with your immortal and eternal. I just don't think it is. Even if you're going for these voice shards or this one, I don't think it's gonna be worth it, except you have all the resources it takes to do a champion training that will give you all these points. Yes, free champion training will be the best way to go to do it. So that's my idea behind it. How I'm going for it is by summoning my mortal soul stones and doing a little bit of champion training and get to that. Maybe the legendary skill, maybe the primal shards. Let's see how far we can go. All right, mortal soul stones. Did I make enough space? I don't know, but let me go over there and start summoning before we go back to the news that Rates wants to tell us about the quality of life improvements. Let's see. I don't have just 70. I have more than 70 because I've not used them in a long time. Boom. 100, 111, 111. Magic number. Let's see. Make sure you set up your wish list, change it out. I usually put champions on the wish list that don't have even 1-star blessing on them. That's the champions I normally put here, right here. As for epics, I probably need to update that, but these champions also do not have any star on them. Maybe Ugo has 1 star or 2, but let's see. She's needed for Hydra. Anyways, wish me good luck. Let's see what I can get. 10 pulls all through, and that's a 4-star Rhinon. Boosted rates, that's a legendary. Will it be a high rated one? It's Razovac 2-star. I think I already have him 1 star. I'll have to check. And Skinfos 3-star. Not bad. As long as you don't go home empty-handed. That's the 4-star on the wish list for Morag. Why I put Morag on the wish list is because that's a champion that is needed in one of those City of Centrano stages, and having her at a high level of blessing would help a lot in that content. I should probably update my wish list and take her off before I keep summoning, so I don't get her another star of her. That's a 3-star flesh chair. It's gonna be sold. That's a legendary, also 2-star. Nope, my Lady Kim is already at 3-star. That's a primal 2-star Lazarus. Let's go update that champion on the wish list because I don't need her to be here anymore. But there's always a problem is who to pick on the wish list. The champion selection right here needs to be, you know, better because it's so mixed up. You kind of don't know who to even select. It doesn't show you who already has stars on them. That's my biggest challenge. Out of all my epics, I don't know who already have stars on them. That's the problem right now. I have to go check and come back. Let's just put a random epic then, since I don't know who has stars on them already. When I say random epic, one that I'm sure does not have star on them, that I've not used or built for any content. I don't know. Let me not waste your time. Where is it? This champion. Okay, he is needed for one City of Centrano stage, right? Collect. I'll even have more of this to summon Immortal Soulstones, but I'm not doing that in this video. 81 still left on the block. We probably have new legendaries that I need to put in there, but these days new legendaries always come with their own Soulstones, that's a legendary, and it's going to be a 3-star Emic. He's on the wish list. I should take him out and put some other legendary, right? Basha. That's the wish list Gerhard. So wish list does work. I'm out of space. Let's sell some 1-stars. Make some space. Quick. I wish you all good luck if you're summoning your mortal soulstones. Like I said, that's the best one to use to complete this type of events. One stars gotta go, because I already have all this epic higher than 1 stars. No, he's new. She's new, maybe she's new too. All right, sell. I hope that created enough space for us to complete this 66. I don't think so. I have the silver. I could buy more space if we need to. Yelagani. That's a 5-star headsman. I mean, they did say boosted rates of getting 5 and 6 stars, but that's not the champion we want boosted. Manita 2-star. I still have Banshee on my wish list because what other rare do I need? Howard. I'm building this champion to 60 to test her out in some content since she's the newest epic that joined the game. Howard. So it's nice to get a 3-star on her. We're starting off with the legendary Rotos, who I do not own, unfortunately. That's a 6-star Lamela. I mean, I'm getting the 5 and 6 stars, but they are for the wrong champions. And that's a Sigfrond 3-star. Probably own a Sigfrond star already. Perfect soul, I mean. Any luck? 2-star Cold Heart, another legendary. 1-star. I don't think this was a lucky Soulstone summon. Well, the luck just changed. That's a 5-star Cold Heart. Why is she still in my wish list? Well, I do have 2 Cold Hearts, and Torturhem, I'm hoping to use this champion in one content in the future. So it's nice to get him a 5-star. So if you guys catch me on live, I'll be going over all these champions and see which ones were new for me. So check out twitch.tv/bricks5d. I'll be live making all this arrangement. I don't want to do it in this video right now. I don't want to make it too long. So that will be done later to select which champions were new, which perfect souls were new, and which ones were total trash to filter and sell. That's a Gearhead 4-star. The wish list does work. Not for legendaries though. Not for legendaries. Only for epics. I got a 4-star. And that's wishlist 1-star Oyster or what's her name? Drink song. Are we out of space? We got one more, just the last one. And it's gonna be a legendary. Yes, I called it. And it's gonna be a 5-star one. Just a 1-star rising. Alright. Not too bad. So that's a successful Mortal Soulstone summon session, if you ask me. 111. I did get some game changing, well, epics especially. Not that game changing in terms of legendaries, but I will go over there to the perfect soul and see. Like I said, Emic is new. And see, I'll take him off the wish list. I told you I don't usually put champions on the wish list that do not have any star on them. He's new, Azovad. I hope this does not boost his speed. He's needed in some speed tune content. Did get a 3-star Fane. Goodness, I didn't sell her. And let's just see who else is new. 1-stars. Sure, why not? I come to a point where I no longer buy 1-star perfect soul from the market, from the Altar of Souls market anymore. I wait till I get them naturally through these means. So it's nice to wait until I finally get them. Don't worry, one last piece of news. This is my alternate Cold Heart. My first Cold Heart original one is already at 6-star. So this is the alternate. You know, Cold Heart is the champion that you cannot have just one copy of. That's a 6-star of this dude. So I'll put the 2-star on him first. Did I just obtain the 6-star? Not today. I think I've had this one all this time. And this is a second copy of Lady Kimi. I already have my original Lady Kimi at a 3-star or above. 2-star not needed. Is needed, right? It is needed. And who else? Who else? I did get a 3-star Tamaria. There she is. 4-star Morag. I can't wait to begin to test out this champion in content where she shines. All right, that's all I obtained from now. Let's see how many points we scored in this Heroes Path event. 11,000 points, just enough that, like I said, which is enough to get you this epic and get you this epic. But I'm not going the 2-part, I'm going down 1 part to see if that will be enough. Definitely not enough to get me what I need, but will be enough to get down close to the key and use champion training to get the 7,000 points. Now, will I go for another 22,500 points for this and this? Catch me on the live and find out if I'm pushing for this epic skill tome or not. But I think I'll just stop here for now. 2,000 more points to complete it. Summoning, fusion warm-up has started. All you have to do is go over to your champion training or favorite dungeon and farm a few artifacts. By farming a few artifacts, some few battles, and getting new artifacts, you will get some summoning, fusion warm-up points, which is gets you some, maybe an ancient shard. Normally it gives us an ancient shard right here at the bottom. Where is it? Ancient shard right here. My connection is loading slow. But anyways, that's it coming up for this fusion. I don't know whether you're going for this fusion or not. This is free rewards. You don't want to miss out on it. Even the energy 50, 100, there's the 200 not to be found. But this is the key one that is for free. This is basically for free. You just do 3 every day. You can't do it all in one day. Obviously, you have to do 90 today, 180 the next day, 270 the next day, and 360 the last day. 4 days, but its launch is running for 5 days, right? Normally, there's always one excess of a day where you can get some more points. I will also be doing this artifact enhancements event. Like I said, I'm going over everything that is happening in raid, do my gear cleanse because of this primal quartz. Like I said, I chase after every opportunity to get primal shards, and this is have my eyes targeted on this red quartz right here. So on my main account, other accounts, New to Pro and Headhunter's account, will do a gear cleanse, but will not be building any champions specifically because of artifact enhancements. Instead, you might want to save your silver for the upcoming fusion. I can flex on this artifact enhancement event because I do have close to 200 million silver. That's why I can go for every of these events right now, saved up. All right. Is there anything else that is happening in raid? Yes, I did say the raid is announcing some upcoming quality of life improvement that you probably should be aware of. So let's watch that video and react to what they say about it, because a lot has been released and promised over these few days. So let's see what is actually dropping in game. Watch with me and I'll break it down or pause when I need to.
Hey everyone, update 8.60 is almost here. So it's time for our regular sneak peek at what we've been working on. Let's dive in. First up, we're introducing a 5th divinity, Harmony. Like the other divinities, there'll be 6 new blessings, focused on healing and strengthening your team using the power of nature. Far out, man. One of the new rare blessings is called Nourish, and it...
You see how... Well, since we've been expecting a blessing to be updated, but I'm saying, I just noticed they've focused on the rare blessing. We've been seeing blessing all this time in the game, and where are the chain blessing? There, this padlock, this little lock right here. We've been expecting a new one to come. Now it's here, and the first thing that the narrator said is that new rare blessing. I thought they'll just go focus on one of the bigger ones that are coming up, but instead they focused on that one. That means when they focus on that one, it's something that a lot of champions, especially rares, can benefit from, or maybe even legendaries, because there are some legendaries that use rare blessing. So I don't know much about the blessings, but when it's finally released in the game, we will have to see what others are saying about it and learn about them. So for now, I have no clue which blessings and what they are. I have some people ask me in the stream, what do I think about these new upcoming blessings called Harmony. I feel like this Nourish was the one that is being hyped a lot right now. We don't know much about this Kraken Root or this Harmonic Pulse, except you look at the documents that was released and then you know whether it's going to be good for you or not. But for now, I'm going to wait until I see it in game, and then I hear what everybody is saying about them. Then I make my own decision. For now, I feel like we still have a lot to learn about them. Let's wait and see what all these blessings will do.
It'll improve the strength of continuous heal buffs placed by the wearer and restore any destroyed max HP for good measure. Pretty sweet.
So does that mean this is the blessing you will now begin to put on your healers? Or those healers that would normally put miracle heal on this to restore max HP? Does that mean this is the new blessing that we'll have to put on them?
Sweet, right? Well, Harmony isn't all about peace and love. One of the epic blessings, called Neutralize, will grant a chance to land debuffs through poison cloud buffs. And the legendary blessing, Cracking Roots.
That particular one that will land debuffs through poison clouds is so specific to the Hydra. That's one reason not to even put it on the champion. Except you're building that champion to only be used in the Hydra, because it doesn't make sense to be used anywhere else, because there is no poison cloud anywhere else in the game except the Hydra. That's Neutralize, right? To land debuffs through poison cloud. I don't like that one because it's too specific to Hydra.
Will increase a champion's damage against targets with stone skin. Don't assume that with a name like Harmony, these new blessings are just for support champions. Some will have your attackers hitting harder too. Harmonious boons for everyone. Keep your eyes peeled for more details. We'll be posting a full infographic with all 6 blessings in our update highlights on our official forum and social media.
So check out how many they highlighted. They highlighted Nourish, Neutralize, Cracking Roots, Nature's Bounty, Nature's Wrath, and Harmonic Impulse were kind of ignored. Maybe they didn't want to make this video too long, but it just gives you an idea that this is the one that they expect a lot of players to use this line. They expect those ones to be more impactful for the community, maybe.
Update 8.60 also answers a long-standing community request, the ability to make gear presets. When you use the fitting room, you'll now be able to save your favorite combinations of artifacts and accessories for quick and easy use. Just fill out the slots with the artifacts or accessories you're trying on and tap the save button. But there's more to it than that. You'll be able to choose whether you want to save your choice as a champion preset or a global preset. As you might have guessed, champion presets are locked to specific champions, while global presets can be equipped by any champion in your collection. Artifacts and accessories will have separate presets.
Is there any other champion that will need a global preset? I think most people will go for that champion preset than a global preset, because you don't want to apply a particular build of one champion. Let's say your Arbiter's fastest champion, speed boots and speed everything. You can apply that same preset to a Sifi and then just apply it in one click. All that preset just goes to your Sifi. Is that what this is going to happen?
And you'll be able to switch between them by tapping on their respective icons. Once you've saved a preset, you can then switch up your champion's gear with a few simple taps. Now, we know that changing gear can leave you short on silver,
Yep.
but we've got a little something to help with that. We're introducing the...
So this is what their solution is to changing out gear and costing you 100, 250k per gear you switch out. And those free gear removal events were well received by the community, so they are even going to make it more permanent in a way. So for 1 hour, you will not be charged when you switch out gear from your champions, and for 3 hours, you will not be charged when you switch out gear from the champions. My own gripe is, please Raid, don't add this to events and tournaments and take away ancient shards or take away 4-star and what do you call it now? Epics. Epic what do you call this thing now? You know what I'm talking about? Epic books. Please don't take away epic books. Please don't take away shards and replace this. Maybe you want to replace the potions. You know those potions and brews we normally see. Maybe that's the ones to replace, not shards and stuff like that. Because I know they will add this one to events and tournaments or heroes part and different things. It will be a valuable resource, even more valuable than XP boosts. Maybe take away XP boost and add this. Especially for newer players, you can leave XP boost, but for endgame players, please, we don't need XP boost anymore. This should replace XP boost, so we have a lot of free hours and hours to switch out gear from our champions without caring about the cost. With this, you can even switch out gear and build champions when no artifact enhancement is going on. That's what I think. This is a good addition. It will be well received by the community and everybody will love this. How accessible will it be to obtain? How easy will it be to obtain is what we are yet to see. But I'm very optimistic about it. It will be available, not a scarce resource like the feast or something.
Free gear removal booster, which can be earned from hard difficulty stages in the Cursed City. When activated from your inbox, these...
I spoke too soon. Hard difficult stages of the Cursed City. This is an inspiration for those ignoring the Cursed City. You just go in there, do stage 1, only stage 1 because of advanced quests, and you no longer go there to push all the way to the city of Centranos, the Emu's boss. You don't even bother. This is an inspiration right here. I don't know where they're going to put it, how high it will be in the difficulty stages, but now you know where to get it from. Go dust off your Steam for City of Centranos and start fighting that content.
These boosters will, you guessed it, completely reduce the amount of silver it takes to remove gear. Activate a booster and use the limited time window to swap out as much gear as possible and conquer new stages. Oh, and one more thing. We're also adding the Hide Set Filters button to the accessories menu, so you can browse and equip to your heart's content.
A lot of endgame players who are getting these new type of special accessories have been asking for this filter for so long. So you can hide a particular set and leave, let's say you hide all, what do you call this set now? Well, it's not really showing the name right here, but you can now filter specifically and show the specific sets that you want to show. So everything does not always show your normal accessories. You want to see Revenge, you want to see Slayer accessories, you want to see Protection accessories, you want to see Stone Skin accessories, or one of these new ones there. So it's all going to be better because we cannot always recognize them by the little icon by this side. It's little icons, it gets confusing by the icon, but by the filter you can now hide some accessories and see only the ones you want. This is not a problem for newer players. Only endgame players notice this problem and want to be very specific about accessories they are viewing in their storage. Let's keep watching.
The next major part of this update will bring something we've been promising for a while. It's time for balance changes to Raid's toughest dungeons, the Iron Twins Fortress, the Sand Devil's Necropolis, and the Phantom Shogun's Grove.
We're hoping this rebalance will make them easier, but will not break the teams you already have. I mean, will their speed be reduced? Will the picture that I showed last time in that previous video I showed was a Gnot or G-Not going in there, and all these bosses, these 3 bosses, were now afraid of G-Not. So they're afraid of him. Will these bosses will now be susceptible to turn meter reduction or something? We are not yet sure, but this new patch coming up will reduce or rebalance these bosses to make them more, painful to deal with. I hope.
We've turned down the dials on the Iron Twins, nerfing this killing machine's total HP, defense, resistance, and most importantly, accuracy.
So his speed was not reduced. That's nice. His speed was not reduced. So your speed tunes things with your double geomancers and your all that stuff that were knocking him down will still work in this content.
It'll be a lot easier to resist those nasty Iron Brand debuffs and land your own. Speaking of Iron Brand, we're reducing the amount of stacks applied by the Fires of Insanity and Ruinous Swath skills. We're also reducing how often the Iron Twins activate the Retaliatory Launch skill. Instead of 4 times, it'll only happen when the Iron Twins' HP drops below 80%, 60%, and 40% of their max HP. Zzzt. Offensive capabilities reduced. Zzzt. Time for Anime to face the Nerf bat. Get it, bat? Anyway, he's also getting a significant decrease to all of his stats except attack and speed. And we're increasing his slumber counter as well. Sand Devils still need the Beauty Sleep. At lower stages, the slumber counter will increase to 16, and at higher stages, it's now 8.
Slumber counter. If you do not know what this is how many hits you have to do to him to wake him up, right? Right? Not hits. I think so. I forget. Once I build this team, I've not put it. I've not reviewed him, but this will definitely make it easier for this boss to be taken down at least 11 to 15 for those players who are struggling at 6 to 10. You, after this change, you might find yourself going up to 11 to 15. His defense and everything was also reduced. Defense accuracy and HP was also reduced like these other bosses.
So you've got plenty of hits to get your debuffs in. That's not all though. Al-Nameh will now only destroy 5% of your champion's max HP instead of 10%. And
that's it right here. The slumber counter, how many hits you have to take before you wake him up. So it has been reduced or increased? Reduced. So you have time to land your debuff, like I just say.
And we're reducing Rest for the Wicked's damage reduction by 15% for each debuff instead of 10%. Essentially, you'll survive longer and hit harder. Win-win. Then there's Akumori the Phantom Shogun. This poor spectral warlord is getting his stats nerfed the hardest. Ouch.
Alright, this speed for the other stages were not touched because we have speed tune teams for that content. That's nice of them. I'm talking about the higher stage of this boss. Everybody had their speed tune teams already. When his speed is not touched, it means nothing will happen to your current teams that you have for that content. So that's pretty nice, but you will take him down faster because of his HP and defense are reduced. You'll be able to land your debuffs. His accuracy is also reduced. Maybe resistance will now begin to work if you have high resistance teams right here. It's not a boss that is that difficult, but Sun Devil is one that a lot of players will appreciate for sure.
Purge the Shadow skill has been changed, so now you can remove up to 10 stacks of the Shade counter for every 3 hits, depending on a champion's awakening level.
Yes.
Akumori's Shroud of the Shogun passive is also changing, so it now grants him less Shade stacks for every weak hit champions land on him. To make matters worse for Akumori, the number of Shade stacks that he needs for each immunity or buff has been increased by 10. Exercise your power and send this ghost on to the afterlife. There is one small catch with these rebalances. These new stats will only affect them in their dungeons. The Iron Twins and Al-Nameh will still be as powerful as they were before when you're facing them in the Cursed City. Well,
I mean, the Cursed City is the hardest content. There is no need to nerf them in that area, but for newer players coming in who are trying these bosses for the first time, it makes sense for them to be able to go up to at least the mid-level instead of just stopping at stage 1 or 2 or 5. That's what these rebalances are looking at.
Almost as powerful. The skill changes will apply. Keep an eye out for the full update highlights. We'll feature a detailed infographic on these changes. It'll feature all the exact nuts and bolts changes on stats and skills, so you theory crafters can start scheming. That's almost everything, but we've got just enough
new
time to show off
champions.
some of the gorgeous new champions we've got in the pipeline. There's a terrible and mighty faction unity champion for the Ogrin tribes, and a sneaky new mythical champion for the Sylvan Watchers.
Sylvan
with
Watchers.
a few feathers in his cap. And hey, does that look
High
like
elves.
the Arbiter?
The fusion. The fusion.
That's a hefty update.
The fusion that nobody
We're
likes.
Excited about the changes coming in
Ooh,
update 8.60.
Barbarian.
In the meantime, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to be the first in the know about
Alright. That's all that is coming up in update 8.60. All the quality of life improvements, the champion or boss rebalances, and then the new legendaries and one mythical that is coming up. And yeah, it's nice for them to give us this sneak peek and break down everything that is coming up in the game. There are a lot of things that was not announced you will probably find in the patch notes. But yeah, it's a nice one and I can't wait to see. This blessing is what a lot of people will be waiting to see and test out, or to find out if that end game content, these bosses that you could not beat before, they will now be a lot easier for you to deal with them. Talking about Iron Twins Fortress, Sun Devil, and then Phantom Shogun. A lot of mid game or end game players who appreciate this nerf, who are not yet beating level 25. Alright guys, that's all that is happening in Raid as per this Monday morning. I just wanted to hop on here and look at everything that is happening and break it down in a video like this. Sorry it's a little bit long, but yes, that's a lot of content, right? So let me know in the comments, which one are you interested in? Are you going hard for the champion training for the heroes part? Are you doing your mortal soulstones only? Are you one of those few that is also summoning immortal soulstones? Crazy enough to go for this clan versus clan and then use your chance to get an Duchess to pull shards for that upcoming 15x. A lot of things are happening. Let me know your plan for this week going in, but I'm gonna be watching towards this fusion warm-up event and making sure I'm completing it as I do my champion training, so we can be prepared for the fusion. A few of us will go over every fusion, whether we want to use that or put her in the vault, we're gonna still get her, unfortunately. All right, I'll catch you in the live stream after I post this video. Catch me live on stream on Twitch later, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily Rage Hello Legends content. I don't just say subscribe. It's about 70% of people who watch this video, 75% are not subscribed. So if you've not hit that subscribe button, please do so. It really helps your favorite content creators out, not just me, every other content creator out there. Hit that subscribe. It's totally free to do so. Later, guys.